To be back in Annapolis, it's been a little while since I've been here, since I think my 5th reunion, so next year will be my 15th. But it's definitely exciting, especially commissioning week, the Blue Angels, that whole portion of it. I actually go back to when I was 6 years old. I didn't know it was commissioning week. And my parents brought me down here to see the Blue Angels. And that's kind of what inspired me from the beginning to, seek out a career in the Navy and then ultimately aviation. So to now be here, that much later and be on the other side of it, to be able to put on the performance is really exciting. After commissioning, I actually hung around here at the Naval Academy for a few months, helping out with the lacrosse team. Then after that, you go down to Pensacola, Florida, start flight school, and then kind of bounced around all over the place. Finished flight school in Meridian, Mississippi, and actually stayed there as a flight instructor for a little while. Then moved up to Virginia, more flight school, and then eventually out to Lemoore, California to fly Super Hornets. 2 deployments there. After my 2 deployments, went through Top Gun, and then back to the East Coast to teach. 2 more deployments on the East Coast, and then now to the Blue Angels. It's definitely special to have a lot of Naval Academy grads together on the team. Every squadron that I've been at, we always kind of have that special bond. Everyone's been through the same school, so the same stories of, the good times of commissioning week, and then, those February dreary days that it's raining and cold, and you just want to sleep all day. While here at the Academy, man, you learn more than you would ever know. There's a couple instances that really stick out in my mind. The first was actually my sophomore year, starting fall ball for lacrosse. I blew out my knee, and so therefore lacrosse season was basically over for me. So trying to find a new role on the team and still contribute and be an active member in a different role. Life up to that point honestly had been pretty easy, and that was a big adversity and a big hurdle to overcome. So just I think the ability to get hurt or you not do well in something and then pick yourself up and succeed after that, and then find your role in the team. Everyone's important, and that's what we talk about on the Blue Angels is, we see Blue Angels 1 through 6 flying in the sky, and they're really pretty blue and gold airplanes. What we don't see is the maintenance and the support personnel and all that behind that, and without them, those 1 through 6 would never go airborne. So I think that was an important lesson to learn while I was here, is that you can be a part of the supporting cast just as well. As Blue Angel number 7 for you, I'm the advanced pilot, the VIP pilot, and the narrator. So what does that really mean? I try to show up to every show site a day early, and I get everything kind of laying flat. So we go to 32 different cities throughout the United States and Canada. So we're trying to take that template of the Blue Angels and apply it to each different city. So that way when the pilots and everyone gets here, they know, hey, where are the bathrooms? Where's our gym? Where am I going to go get food? How do I drive off the flight line? What is all expected of me? Really what I kind of try and do is hopefully there's no surprises throughout the weekend. We've kind of planned everything out. Then on top of that, I'll also do a fly with either a hometown hero or key influencer, we call someone that's given back to the community. I get to share that experience of the Blue Angels, the teamwork, the professionalism, kind of talk through them about that and reward them for all the hard work and what they've done for their community. Then we'll fly a media person after that. Hopefully they'll cover that story and then also drum up some interest for the air show over the weekend. And lastly, come on show days, we'll actually narrate and we'll talk about the history of the Blue Angels, the teamwork and professionalism of the United States Navy and Marine Corps, and our job is representing those 800,000 men and women of the United States Navy and Marine Corps that are all around the world. The most special VIP, probably no one really knows who they are besides anyone in the Blue Angels, Harley Hall II. So his dad was boss in 70 to 71 on the Blue Angels, then was the commanding officer of VF-143, the last naval aviator to be shot down in Vietnam, unfortunately captured and killed. But his son, Harley Hall II, never got to meet his father. But we got to bring his family into the Blue Angels, show him a little bit of what we do, and then we got to take him flying. And he did an absolute fantastic job. There's some videos out there on YouTube, and like I told him, his father would be very proud of him and the man he's become.